indestructible grace of crushing, this is our fate. Remember that's our calling. We were called for our crusade. Our purpose is keep the burning flame. Don't forget what you got. It's time to stay there. To claim our names back. We will make it come back. Tell me where you are now. Yeah. Remember, stay there. Flame in the power. We don't want any more tragedy. The danger, but down away. We rise.
Shadows on battlefields, sighting the ashes fall. This fight is red. When will this fight stop? Time to kick the waves of suffering. Still close all the fade away. Those rays silent, go alone and let's refrain. Machines against the sweat, I locked on hunting us down. Standing on a brave beneath the cradle sky. The footsteps lost in shifting sands. Cries make echoes, but no voices land. The field burns red. We take the next step into the fire, into the flames. We rise again. We take another step. We take another stand. But if the path is torn, we carve our fate on war. We carve our fate on war. Sky is cracked, but we push on. The light shines, guiding us till the battlefront lines. So now we march till dawn.
She departed without any regrets.
Since we lost the battle, we can't save everyone.
What then, prey? Are we to tuck our tails betwixt our legs like hounds defeated and slink into the depths below?
How are you doing? Are you okay? Lilith! Lilith! No! No! I have to do this. I'm a goddess. I have to do this. This time, I will grant you true rest.
Smoke and fear. Can we stay in the holy land? Indestructible grace of crushing, this is our fate. Remember that's our calling. We were called for our crusade. Our purpose is keep the burning flame. Don't forget what you got. It's time to stay.
Into the fire, into the flames, we rise again, we take another stand, we take another stand, but if the path is torn, we carve our fate on.
Greetings and welcome to my first ever sponsored stream for none other than the sci-fi mobile shooter RPG Goddess of Victory Nikke. This will be a bit different from most other sponsored streams, since, as you may know, I have loved this game for quite a while and I've stuck with it for very long. So it'll be quite different considering most of the other sponsored streams I've seen seem to be of newcomers' impressions. And this will be more about a veteran's review showing off why I love this game and have stuck with it for so long. However, I'm sure there are probably at least a few people in here who have never played the game before or know very little about it other than some surface level stuff. And due to that, I think it would be right to start this off where everyone else does. Let's start by replaying the prologue. And of course, before we begin, if you enjoy what you see of this game for today and want to give it a try, please download the game through my link, either by scanning the QR code whenever it pops up on screen, or by typing exclamation point Nikke in the chat. And for every new player that I convince to start the game, it supports me, and even more if you reach certain milestones in the game. But without further ado, let us begin.
That is the victory. Nikke. BA-01 down. BA-01 down.
Surprising to see ship spots are new. Yeah, quite excited about this, as you can tell. But anyways.
Please respond. We've been shot down. BA-01 down. BA-01.
Hold up, let me adjust audio just a little bit. Alright, that's a bit better. Anyway.
Useless piece of... Commander, I can't get through to the Ark. Commander? No, they're going into cardiac arrest. AED! AED! Charging! Clear! Commander, are you okay? Can you hear me? Smile if you can hear me.
Alright, I smiled.
Finally! Can you tell me which section you're from?
Central Government. Nikke Management Department.
Alright then. Up and at 'em. Raise your arms up.
Okay.
STR cleared. Great. Everything is normal. Commander, can you hear me? We were attacked en route to our destination. The transport ship is down. Any Rapture within a 100-mile radius must have heard that explosion and is headed our way. I realize this is all a bit sudden, but I am now under your command. You're giving me orders. Can you do it?
I'll give it a shot.
Yes, Commander. Time to get to work. Keep your head down. Please don't worry. I will protect you, no matter what happens. Marion activating combat mode. Engaging.
Alright. Maybe this will put us into our first battle.
This will all be over soon.
Alright, here we go. Select the indicated area to drag and move the crosshair. Try and move the crosshair and shooting on your own. Yes. You can see the gameplay of this game is quite similar to, say, an arcade shooter. And it's pretty cool. Additional raptors are preparing to attack. Please pay attention. I guess it's just showing the little attack signals. What the heck happened to my... Okay, there we go. Sorry, something happened on one of my other monitors. Nikke stop shooting. Yeah, telling me how to reload.
One more. Hang in there, Commander.
Against victory, you counter hiring and activate 0 targets to beat the targets to achieve victory. It's just basically every battle in this game, or most of the battles in this game. It's basically just take down enemies, and then once the target boss rapture shows up, you have to take them out. And that's your path to victory.
All enemies down. Transitioning to non-combat state. Ugh, my leg.
Are you hurt?
I suppose you could say that. Hurt. Or rather, malfunctioning. Either way, my mobility hasn't been affected.
Oh, also, yes, I guess I might as well say this. So yes, this is Marion. She's kind of our main girl for this game. Everyone loves Marion. Start bandaging Marion's leg.
Commander, this isn't of much use to a Nikke. Nonetheless, I appreciate the gesture. Thank you, Commander. I thought you'd be more of a rough and tumble kind of person. Let's keep moving. The rendezvous point should be close by.
And here's the overworld map. Is basically how you travel between battles on the main campaign.
We're almost there.
Pretty standard stuff.
Are you feeling alright?
A little dizzy, but I'm fine.
Your heart had stopped back there, but I managed to resuscitate you. If you're tired of walking, I can carry you.
Nah, I'm okay.
It's nothing, really. Carrying you is like lifting a feather for me. Come on.
I can walk by myself, don't worry.
If you insist, in that case.
Marion approaches and grabs your arm.
At least hold on to me a bit. Let me know if you need a rest.
I'll keep that in mind.
Roger. Let's keep moving then. We've got raptures up ahead. I don't see any way around them. Stay here and wait for me. This will all be over soon. I will protect you. I promise. You're going down!
Showing, yes, when you are not shooting, your character goes behind cover and blocks attacks. As in here we go. So burst skills, basically as the battle, well, it kind of says right here, as the battle goes on, you fill up this little meter, and then once you like fill it up, you are able to unleash a burst skill. In Marion's case, it's this little like laser thing. And then just finish off the boss there. Probably jumping a little bit ahead, considering we don't even have other units yet, but basic rule of Nikke is you, as much as possible, you want to be in full burst mode.
Encounter.
In fact, I think we're about to see some of the other party members.
Should be somewhere around here. Huh? Where is everyone? Did the plan change after the transport ship crashed? Gunfire! Let's go check it out!
How long are we going to wait here?
Until they come.
We're sitting ducks out here.
Just want to check it out. Thanks
We'll
for that.
wait until they come.
Did you not see how hard they went down? You saw that explosion. What are the odds of them coming out of that alive?
We haven't received any confirmation of death.
What? So we're waiting here until we do?
This is the rendezvous point. Leaving here would throw a wrench into the works.
This is absurd.
Everyone! everyone!
Whoops. Yeah, well.
You scared me.
I'm Marion. The commander is here with me.
Are you serious? How did you survive that explosion? I get that you're a Nikke, but isn't that one a human?
Yes, I'm a human.
Something's fishy about this. Are you really the commander?
Excuse
Yes.
me for a moment. Commander identification code red. The Squad 04F commander has changed.
Rapi, you don't even know them. How could you?
Now's not the time to argue. There are raptures right ahead of us.
Well, that much is true.
From now on, you're in command. As the former commander is unable to issue orders at present, no formal procedures are necessary to transfer authority. The situation is urgent. I'll explain the details once the battle is over.
Understood.
You said your name was Marion? What branch are you from?
I belong to Silvergun. I'm a machine gunner.
It checks out. Very well then. All right, Commander. What's the next move?
Awaiting your command.
Destroy the raptors.
Yes, Commander.
Let's get this party started.
Commencing battle.
Here's that one song. Oh. Severe heavy concentration of raptors. Ah, yes. Yeah, rocket launchers, they have splash damage, so they're good at taking out large crowds.
Reloading. Cover me. Reload.
I will protect you, Commander.
Let's go.
Excellent strategy, Commander.
Well, that was easy.
We're Rapi and Anise. Thanks for the assistance.
But why did you ask to take the commander up to the surface all of a sudden? So...
I'm afraid so. Our former commander is dead. He tried to shoot at the raptures with a human weapon, hurling obscenities at them all the while. He knew that those pea shooters can't put a dent in a rapture.
You two failed in your duties. You let him die.
You're wrong. We've always been willing to protect the commander. No matter what. Even if that meant sacrificing ourselves. But just because we're willing to put our lives on the line doesn't mean he'll always be safe. Alright, I was just saying.
Could you tell us your name?
Insane automatically generated title. I guess since this is basically just a throwaway account, so I guess we'll call this man sponsor or something. Sponsor.
I'm going to do a little digging. Let me see.
What's wrong?
This commander is a total rookie.
What?
They just graduated from the military academy yesterday.
Let's move to the commercial street. It's too dangerous here.
Alright, chapter 0 cleared, but that's not the end of the prologue. We should just check the mission rewards. Ah, yes. It's different kinds of missions, but for this main one, every time you clear a story mission, as well as a story chapter, you get some rewards for that, of course.
Moving.
Show me all you got!
Did you really just take up your post yesterday?
Is something wrong?
How can a complete amateur be sent to replace a commander killed in the line of duty? What were they thinking?
What?
Nothing. Anyway, you're the commander of this squad from here on out. If you don't have any objections, I'd like to go over our current course of action.
No problem.
Okay, I'll brief you. 46 hours ago, we lost communication with a Nikke squad that was patrolling this area. They went
Rapi and
completely
Anis,
dark,
yes.
so we decided to send out a search party. During our search, an accident resulted in the death of our now former commander.
The only problem is, the deceased commander is the one who knew the coordinates to our destination. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
No, I don't.
I figured as much.
I know the coordinates.
Yeah, I figured that too. Huh?
That information was input into my system when I was sent out on this operation.
Oh, whoops.
I'll take the lead. Follow me.
Oh, okay.
And you... are you called Rapi? Hmm? You failed to protect your former commander. Who are you to call someone else a novice? They're putting their lives on the line just like we are. If I ever hear you talk like that again, it'll be the last time.
Whoa, let's settle down. No need to get all riled up.
Fine.
It's been like 10 minutes and Marion's already
I'm sorry.
throwing hands.
Don't apologize to me. Apologize to the commander.
I'm sorry.
I'm okay.
They didn't get themselves into a tizzy? Definitely not an ordinary commander.
Enemy aircraft confirmed.
Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, here's the thing for full burst. I kind of mentioned this earlier, but yeah. So yes. Every Nikke is assigned either burst 1, burst 2, or burst 3. And if once you reach stage 3, you enter full burst. And as I said earlier, basic rule of thumb in this game, you want to be in full burst as much as possible.
Mission clear.
Are you okay? You don't look so good.
I don't know what it is, but I feel a bit...
Let me do some maintenance. Take off your top.
Ah, yes.
What? Right here?
Is there a problem?
What I mean is, the commander is right there.
You don't actually think the commander
Iconic
sees you that way,
line.
do you? Relax. To them, we're just emotionless fighting machines. The last thing they're thinking of when they see us is sex. Trust me. Isn't that right, Commander? Well, so you do see us that way. Interesting.
Ah, yes, and there's the iconic Anis face.
I'm fine. It's probably just a small malfunction due to these new surroundings.
Take it off.
Don't make such a fuss, will you?
I said I'm okay.
In the event of a malfunction, it is required that we conduct the necessary repairs. This isn't an option.
I see.
Good. All right, Commander. Please turn the other way.
Soon after.
Everything seems okay.
A few minutes later.
I told you.
Let's keep going.
Hey, I saw that. Just kidding.
I'm not gonna lie, even 3 years later, I'm still not entirely sure what she is talking about.
Orders received.
Commander, unidentified objects detected in the vicinity. If there are objects nearby, the color of the ring will change while moving. Seems to be close by. Let's examine the surroundings while you move.
Get to the target.
Yes, these are... they belong to someone who used to live here. See what it is. Tap the magnifier. Lost Relic. Yes, this, so yeah, Lost Relics, most campaign stages, as well as certain events, have these on their maps. Basically, they're additional lore that you can pick up. An ancient object once used by humans who lived on the surface. Definitely worth collecting. In this way, you can obtain various materials, collectible Lost Relics, or even BGM tracks on the battlefield. Oh, you can unlock music as well for that. Said that if you collect Lost Relics and BGM tracks, you receive rewards from the central government. You do well to pay attention to the surrounding areas while moving.
Okay, look. Ark control to surface. Do you copy? Rapi, Anise?
Communication. This is Rapi. Shifty, do you copy?
About time we got through. What's the situation on your end?
The new commander has arrived. The operational coordinates have been confirmed, and we're proceeding as planned.
Excellent. We had quite the scare back there when we lost contact with the conveyor.
Oh.
You took the transport ship straight into the middle of an enemy camp? What were you thinking? What?
What were they thinking?
Completely obliterated. With friends like you, who needs enemies? Raptors in that area have no anti-air weapons. What?
Shifty, can you send me the data for the transport ship's black box?
Sure. Once I'm done analyzing it. It won't take long.
Okay, thanks.
Just a sec. Well then. Hello there. I'm Shifty, an operator from the Ark Intelligence Department. I will be assisting you throughout the operation from here on out. Nice to be working with you.
Me too.
Yep.
Yeah, Shifty is great.
Position okay. Starting right away.
Oh. He's too far away. In this situation, using anything with a sniper rifle is your best bet. Long distances, yeah.
Reload.
Ah. Wow, I missed twice. Excellent.
Reload.
That Rapture. High energy reaction detected. A strong attack is being prepared. Rapture's preparing strong attack. Target the Rapture will be marked. I guess the little target icon down there. Select and order the targeted Nikke to take cover or defeat the enemy ASAP. Or you can just shoot it.
I will protect you, shall we? Let's get this party started.
Mission accomplished.
I'll just do that at this stage.
Moving.
Let's move out.
Yes, second Lost Relic. Yes, outline for round 2 of recruitment. Commander, let's fight together. Recruitment period September 30th to October 15th, including acceptance. Army nearby. Qualifications, individuals aged 15 to 48.
Orders received.
Encounter.
High class energy detected ahead. Most likely Lord class. What? What's something that big doing here?
I suggest we retreat.
What about the missing Nikkes?
We leave them behind. Only 0.2% of Nikkes who go missing are ever recovered. You of all people should know these search parties are just for show.
Well, I can't pretend like they don't exist either.
Is a lord that dangerous?
Yes, they are the ones who lead high-level raptures. Their combat capabilities are unparalleled. Judging from the simulation, our chances of success is high. But there's a high probability of us sustaining heavy losses. And a 24.35% probability of total annihilation.
Commander, should we pull out?
I don't want to give up on the search.
Then please give the order. That's all we need. We follow the commander's orders, no matter what.
Continue the operation.
Yes, Commander.
Commander, you do realize that this could be a suicide mission, right? So long as our brains remain intact, we Nikkes are no worse off. It's a different story when it comes to humans. You're fine with that?
I'm okay.
Okay, understood.
Commander, please walk behind me. I'll protect you.
Start.
Watch out, Commander! The enemy is approaching. A Nikke with a shotgun should do the trick. Shotguns fire large number of pellets at once. Enemies within close range will take more damage. Use the shotgun to defeat the enemies. Shotguns are a weapon class I need to use a lot more because I have barely, they're probably the one I've played the least. Oh. So Raptors will generate a barrier that blocks attacks from Nikkes and protects other Raptors. It is represented in blue above the HP bar, and can be destroyed after taking enough damage. Concentrate firepower on it!
Excellent strategy, Commander.
Battle over. Damage report?
Anyway.
Minimal damage. Sufficient ammo remaining.
Same here.
Some damage to the left clavicle, heavy damage to the lower right projector. Abrasion to the left eye caused by a stray bullet. No irregularities in identifying targets. Overall damage rate is 17.05%. Still combat capable.
Very well. Are you sure that's not too high?
It doesn't matter. We're almost there. Let's pick up the pace.
Put a bandage on Marion.
Commander?
Commander, what on earth are you doing? That kind of thing is useless to a Nikke.
No, it works.
Huh?
It feels like I'm being healed. From the inside. Commander, I could use another bandage here, so... Thank you. Pain is gone already.
Placebo effect is a powerful thing.
Get to the target.
Round 3 of recruitment. No need to fight in person, doesn't matter if you don't know how to shoot, because the Goddess of Victory will fight for you. Recruitment period, yeah, all that. Qualifications, all that are willing.
Let's move out.
We're here.
No sight of any Vanguard.
They're here.
What? There's nothing here.
Let's look around.
There she goes. Marion starts walking alone.
What is she doing?
Rapi, I finished analyzing the black box from the transport ship. I'm sending you the report.
Yes, Commander.
Rapi's eyes flash for a moment. With a click, Rapi points her gun at Marion in the distance.
Marion, stop right there.
Roger.
You shot down the transport ship?
What?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, wrong voice line.
There were 2 explosions inside the conveyor. They were caused by the explosives meant for this operation, which would never go off without an external detonation signal. That detonation signal originated from you, Marion.
Yes, it does.
What are you trying to achieve?
We're here.
Start talking, or else I'll put a bullet between your eyes.
We're here. We're here. We're here. Over here, over here, over here, over here.
She's been corrupted. When did this happen?
Just my luck.
What happened?
Her central nerve was taken by the Raptors. She's sending out a distress signal. Stop her!
I've got her in my sights. Please give the order.
A great shock is caused.
The high-class energy in front of you. Those vibrations. They're a blacksmith.
Over here.
What is that thing?
Codename Blacksmith. It's a tyrant. They capture Nikkes on the surface and use them for rapture parts.
Over here.
Suddenly, Marion is wrapped in tentacles reaching out from nowhere and disappears into the building. Ugh!
It absorbed her into its body.
I'm willing to bet the same thing happened to those missing Vanguard troops. We may be able to save them. Even Marion.
What are you talking about?
After the blacksmith captures Nikkes, it keeps them for a while before doing anything. Judging by when they disappeared, there may still be some time left. What do you want us to do?
Do you have to ask? Let's just get out of here.
Your orders, please.
We have to save Marion.
Yes, Commander.
Are you out of your mind? We're gonna die!
Anise, the least we can do is try. For them.
Have you found it?
I don't know yet.
Okay, let's give it a shot then.
Shifty, Please assist.
Oh, okay. Well, first off, the simulation results are...
We don't need to hear it.
Yes, Commander. Engaging with Tyrant 003. Blacksmith now. Engaging.
Alright, here comes our first boss fight. Class Raptor or above attack their weak once destroyed their weapons. Raptors having destroyed can no longer use their most devastating attacks and be more vulnerable to damage. Basically, certain bosses have destroyable parts.
Let's give it all we've got. Shall we? Let's get this party started.
The blacksmith is preparing a special attack. Beware, if the part marked in white is destroyed, blacksmith will immediately cast a special attack. Focus fire on the marked part to stop the special attack.
Performing reload sequence.
I'm here to offer support.
Ah, yeah, cooldown.
Let's give it, shall we? Let's get this party started.
Cover.
Alright, now full burst, and finished.
This battle's finished. Moving on.
Alright. Now we have an ending cutscene. It's only in certain chapters. But anyways.
Considering there was only a 12.4% of success, I'd say that was a job well done.
I'll check the survivors. No survivors from the Vanguard. All the parts have been ransacked.
What about Marion?
Still alive.
Over... here. Here.
This is bad. Her brain has already been corrupted.
We all know the rules. Any Nikke who has sustained brain damage is to be disposed of. According to the law, the execution must be carried out by the commander.
This pistol is for when we must self-terminate. Humans can use them as well. Just get in close.
Perhaps I should do it?
No. We Nikkes cannot execute our own kind. No time to hesitate, Commander. If we don't get this done, she will probably become an irregular soon. Commander!
Over here. Commander. Commander. Thank you for your bandage.
No signs of life.
Official confirmation of death. Our investigation mission is complete. Head back to the Ark. Damn it.
Welcome to Nikke, everybody! I know I saw someone in chat say, said this, and I completely agree. What a way to end off the first chapter! Yeah, remember when I played this for the first time and got to this point? This was this, and I know this kind of goes for a lot of people who play this. This was like the point where everyone who plays this is just like, hold on, we might have something here. And oh boy. Anyways, now we are in the lobby. Well, you see, Commander, we lost a Nikke in the previous battle, so we need to recruit a new one. Generally speaking, a commander should keep more than one squad at the ready at all times. Let's get to it, shall we? Please select recruit 10. It was just the, the free pool, so might as well show this. Just to see what we have.
I may be a mass production model, but I will do my best.
Might as well let every character say their whole line.
Please. Please. What are your orders?
Soldier OW, at your service.
Soldier FA, awaiting your order.
Is Florja around here?
And our SSR is... Oh, Solane.
You're lucky to have a Nikke like me who knows what she's doing.
Kind of funny considering one of her squad members is one of my favorite characters.
Soldier EG, at your service.
To new members, let's create a squad. Tap squad. This is the squad screen. You can build a squad of the Nikkes you have recruited. Building your squad around burst stages is crucial. During battle, burst stages progress in... Okay, that's kind of what I said earlier, but might as well. Burst stages progress in order from 1, 2, and 3. Burst skills can only be used during their corresponding stage. When the burst 3 skill is used, the squad will enter full burst mode, allowing them to unleash maximum firepower. To achieve full burst in battle and ensure burst skills carry over to the next stage, it's important to assign Nikkes into squads. Next, select a Nikke squad. Here, you can form your squad as you like. Check the squad formation status in the slot above. You can find the Nikkes you own below. Form your squad by picking the Nikkes you want to include. Now that you've formed your squad, try selecting a Nikke who's already part of a squad. Remove a Nikke from the squad by selecting her. If there's an empty slot, you can select a Nikke to join the squad. Please select a Nikke from below.
Ready to go.
Let's try to form a squad. Firepower, you say? If you choose to use auto-form squad, the game will automatically form the most appropriate squad with the Nikkes you have recruited.
Well then.
Now you have a Nikke in every slot. Tap the save button to save the squad you have formed. Squad formed! Now we're ready, let's return to the lobby. Did you learn something during the preparation? Let's get started on the next mission. Take a look at the next mission in the Mission tab. Tap the Mission tab button to move to the location of the next mission. If you lose track of the next target, you can just check the Mission tab and use the Move To feature. Am I talking too much? Let's head for the next mission then. Although we are not going to do that because, as I said, this is going to be a bit different from most sponsor streams because since I have been playing this game for quite a while, I think we better to show off, some of the cool stuff that's happening in the game right now, as well as some of the reasons why I like this game so much. So I'll be right back while I switch to a different account.
Red eyes, gun smoke, and fear. Can we stay in the holy land? Indestructible grace of caution, this is our fate. Remember that's our calling. We were called for our crusade. Our purpose is keep the
Into the fire, into the flames, we rise again, we take another stand, we take another stand. But if the path is torn, we carve our fate on war, we carve our fate on war. The sky is cracked, but we push on, the light shines guiding us to the battle for life. So now we march till dawn.
She departed without any regrets.
Since we lost the battle, we can't save everyone.
What then, prey? Are we to tuck our tails betwixt our legs like hounds defeated and slink into the depths below?
How are you doing? Are you okay? Lilith! Lilith! No! No! I have to do this. I'm a goddess. I have to do this. This time, I will grant you true rest.
Okay, sorry for the long delay. I tried to do some additional... what's the word? I tried to set up some additional things in the background. But first, but anyways. So first off, just to show off some of the little bonus events that are going on right now. Those, okay, apparently I already did mine today. But yeah, for the duration of this event, or for 8 days to be exact, you will get to do 3 like little pulls from this little like gotcha machine looking kind of thing, and they give you different amounts of gems, like, which you can use for summoning, as well as I think it's this, which is the daily login kind of thing. Today you get advanced recruitment vouchers, which you use to recruit whichever the special targeted banner is right now. But anyways, speaking of banners, let's take a look at which ones are currently being featured. First, of course, here is Snow White Heavy Arms. This is the newest character, and she is an alter version of Snow White, who is a very, very important character in Nikke's story. Whoops. She is very powerful in pretty much every situation. She has both good AoE damage due to one of her skills, and is also very effective in boss fights. She also has great burst generation with good timing. You can almost immediately re-enter burst mode, and as I said earlier, you generally want to be in full burst as much as possible. And as a personal anecdote, on my main account, she outdamaged some of my most heavily built water-type units, including who is considered probably the best water-type DPS, so yeah, she is quite good. Up next, as I accidentally clicked earlier, this is Rapi Red Hood. This is one of the few, I think this is the very first overspec unit, which overspec units, let me pull up the official description, basically refers to, in lore, they are described as being like super powered up versions of characters already playable in the game, and they're like combined with, and they're created by fusing like Nikke technology as well with like something foreign. As I said, also I see someone in the chat is very singing along to the theme that's playing right now, and I quite agree, even though it's an instrumental version, but it's one of my favorite songs in this game. Anyways, so yes, as you can guess, this is an alter version of our poster girl, Rapi. She can, actually, I think I can just, probably better if I open it like this. Yeah, she is both a burst 1, or she can be used as either a burst 1 or a burst 3 unit.
Not under any circumstance.
Basically, if you don't have a burst 1, she will act as that, but if you do have a burst 1, you can use her to enter full burst. But I'll get more into that later. When used as, in fact, I think skill 1 is, yes. When being used as a burst 1, she has cooldown reduction as well as attack damage up. And as a little pro tip, I suppose, a cooldown reduction is generally might as well be required for most viable teams in endgame / raid content. But when used as a burst 3, she has incredible DPS as well as splash damage when she enters full burst. Additionally, I don't think there's a really good way I can show this right now. During combat, she will fire like these attachable projectiles, to which there's like these little red little shines that attach to the opponents. And when you enter full burst, they all explode. As you can imagine, that does a lot of damage. Not only that, unfortunately, it doesn't really say it here. It's probably in one of the skill descriptions. I'm not sure, and I can't see it by just glancing through this, so I'll just say she is actually a dual element. She's not just fire type, she is also iron type. And the elemental type for for units, for Nikkes, they're mostly used in like certain boss fights where, like for example, certain bosses will have like a barrier that can only be passed by the element that they are weak to. So basically, say there's like a boss that has a that puts up a shield that's weak to iron. She could get through that. And now to close off this little discussion about this character, even though I feel like it was probably right for me to vouch for the newest character, i.e. Snow White Heavy Arms, if you ask me, if you're just starting out and you can only get one of the two, I would recommend you prioritize Red Rapi, because even though she's been in the game for about a year now, she's both very strong and very versatile, and like no matter at what point of the game you're at, she will help you out a lot. But of course, if possible, I would recommend getting at least one copy of both. Up next, this is a New Year's Pilgrim Guaranteed Recruit banner. Basically a Pilgrim Selector banner. Now, this is a paid banner. So if you're intending on going into this just being fully free to play, then you can disregard this, I suppose. But if you do decide to go with this, the best option I would recommend is definitely, without a doubt, Scarlet Black Shadow. She's an excellent wind DPS, and she does a AoE damage, distributed damage every few attacks whenever you enter full burst, whether you're using her burst skill or not. And she is still strong, even without having to build her, apparently, from what people have said. So, in other words, that means she is very, very good in the early game. It's especially helpful in the early game. But if you decide not to go with her for whatever reason, some other good options I would recommend would be Modernia. She has a solid AoE with her burst skill, and she is good, but she is no longer considered like the top of the line, like a top of the line character. Also, might as well mention this. Be careful with her because her voice lines do contain spoilers, or implied spoilers at least. But moving on. Next up, OG Scarlet. She's a pretty good electric DPS with a strong screen wipe, but similar to Modernia, there are definitely better units now. And also she requires healers as well as units that buff reload speed in her team for like maximum efficiency. The original version of Snow White, she is pretty good for nuking target raptors with her burst skill as soon as they appear, and also it's just in general very satisfying to finish off a like a boss with the burst with her burst skill, because it's like a charge up. It's like it charges up and you fire just one big blast. But other than that, she is a little bit niche now. Other than those few characters, wouldn't really recommend choosing any of the other ones, but of course, if you're just going for collection or if you like the character, go ahead. Alright. So for the standard banner, right now, as you can see, there's a little bonus recruit thing, like a exchange going on right now. And by accumulating points through polling, you can exchange, once you reach 100 points, you can exchange them for a copy of one of 5 characters. First off, this first character is Leader. She is one of the best Burst 1 support units since day 1. She buffs attack, crit damage, max ammo capacity, repairs cover, and most importantly, has cooldown reduction. Up next here is... This is Tia. She is a, much like Leader, she is also a cooldown reduction unit. She also repairs cover and heals, creates a shield, and also can re-enter Burst 1 whenever you use her burst skill. So basically, in this case, it would allow you to do like 4 burst skills in a full burst cycle. However, though, she does require the next character for her full potential, as well as you need a second burst one in order to like finish the cycle. Speaking of that other character, this is Naga. She is all around really good support. She buffs damage when a character is shooting a Rapture's core. She also heals, repairs cover, and just overall provides an attack buff. As I said, she is all around just a really good support. Would recommend her. And next is Helm. She's a great healer with good burst generation. She also synergizes well with a character named Crown, who's basically like considered the best support in terms of pilgrims. And even you can either use her as like just a support unit and like not even use her burst skill, or you can even use her as your main water DPS if you want. The downside with her though is you need a lot of investment into her treasure or favorite item to reach this level. So yeah, she is good, but you need to like, it takes a while to get to her maximum potential. And on a similar note is the last character on this, which is Alice. I don't know if she still is, but I know at one point she was considered like the highest potential DPS, with the caveat of needing both a lot of charge speed buffs as well as being very difficult to play Optimi for long periods of time. Because you basically, if I can kind of emulate that real quick, you basically would need to do this for like a long time, and that can get very tiring. But yeah, from what I've seen, according to like some of the guides that people have put out, she is still she doesn't work quite as well against certain like newer bosses, but she is still quite effective at like pushing through stages where you may be underleveled. My personal recommendations would be, if you could, my personal recommendation for which one to choose would be Leader, Naga, or Helm. Hang on. Okay, sorry, I had to take a drink of water real quick. And also as a side note, I don't know if it's still available, but I remember you could get a free copy of Alice through a mode called Alice's Diary, which basically you just were able to go through certain, like when you start off you're able to go through like certain missions with, what's the word? And like once you complete them, you both get to get a copy of Alice as well as certain like items to help like buff her up. Hey, welcome, Raven. And is this the? Yes, this is the last thing for this segment. So right now and for 15 more days, there is also a New Year's Step Up Selector banner, where basically after a few discounted pulls, which as you can see I did those off screen on this account, you unlock this SSR Selector, and basically what it is you get to choose basically any character in the game with the exception of pilgrims, overspec units, and abnormal or aka collab characters. But my personal recommendation for some good choices, it would be, where is she? Would be D Killer Wife. She is yeah, okay, there we go. She is a good burst 1 unit with both cooldown reduction as well as attack buffs. Let me pull up the yeah, here we go. This will make it easier to like navigate to every character I'm talking about. Another character I recommend is Masked Romantic Mage. She is a very good burst 2 supporter that buffs attack. Although the only downside is she has a 40-second cooldown and needs and needs her partner anchor Innocent Maid to reach her like full potential. But as a personal anecdote for masked romantic maid, once on like I think it was my main account, she once got me through a stage that I was stuck on for a while in the Elysion Tower, and when I just like dropped her into the what's it called? Into my team, just to try it. Just to try it, I cleared the stage basically immediately. Level! Yeah. Anyways, who's next? Another character I recommend is I misspelled her name. Would be Rouge. She is a good she's a good burst 1 unit with cooldown reduction on her skill 1, although positioning matters. Basically you need to put her in either the 2nd or 4th position, and only the 2 characters on both sides of her get the attack and defense buffs that she offers. Next character would be Aid Agent Bunny. She's a good burst 2 support, especially for Pierce units, and also provides a decent attack buff. And the last one I wrote down, luckily she's right here, Vesti Tactical Upgrade. She's mainly useful in high combat power deficits, so basically if you're starting out, she can probably help you out quite a bit. Whew. Okay. But before we move on to the next part of the stream, we'd probably be good to do like the last poll on this. I got nothing on this one. But yes, now you can use go into items. Where is it? Here we go. Okay, now you can use this to basically select any unit that you want. I will go with my main recommendation and pick up D Killer Wife.
I've been waiting for you, honey. I'll also...
Oh, I thought that was all she had to say. Oh well. But anyways, as a little bonus, I know some people probably want to see some just general rolls. And on this account, I am 1 copy away from having a copy of, or from 3-starring Rapi Red Hood. And while dupes aren't that important in this game, it would be cool to have her maxed out with that. So I'll try and see what we can do here. This is a little bonus. Nothing on the first one. Also, I'll only go until my tickets run out, because as you may have seen, I don't have a lot of gems on this. Alright. Oh, 2 SSRs.
Don't you...
Elysion. Yeah.
Once again, I'm counting on you, Commander.
Alright! I didn't think I would get her immediately, but cool.
Leave it to me.
What's next? Lisa, there's no way. Are you kidding me?
Once again, I'm counting on you, Commander.
Is that good? Yes, this is the character I was going for. And I got 2 copies of her. This isn't even my main account. Alright, cool. So now I have her at 3 stars.
It's fascinating to think how I can still grow
And that means I would be able to add burst skill wallpaper to the main lobby. I believe it'll be the... Yeah, here it is. Alright. But yeah, anyways, up next. Let's see. Okay, Up next on the docket is to I want to show the first 5 stages of the new event, or of the current event story known as Ark Guardian. And to do this the way that I would intend, I also once again have to switch to a different account that I have pre-prepared. So while we wait for that, I put together a little like video to show in the like little interlude, I suppose you could say, to kind of basically introduce the concept of this event. So give me a minute, and watch that in the meantime, and in a minute I'll be back and we can begin the event story, Ark Guardian. Ark Guardian is the current event coinciding with the release of Snow White Heavy Arms in Goddess of Victory Nikke. The story shows us Snow White's memories of the past during the events of Operation Ark Guardian, a significant event in the history of Nikke's world, where Snow White and her squad defended the final remnants of humanity as they entered the Ark before it is sealed forever. Up until now, we have only seen the latter half of Operation Ark Guardian, and no bits of how the first half ended. The prologue scene of this event takes place directly after the events of the recent 3rd anniversary event story, Goddess Fall, where Snow White and her allies are gravely injured in the battle against the Rapture's Queen, leaving all but Snow in a state where they would need their bodies to be entirely replaced. The bits of the story that we'll be seeing today only show the first 5 stages of the story, and are what you would see if you started this event right now. Nikke events are structured in a way where you get to see 5 stages worth of cutscenes per day without using gems, resulting in 3 days total to see the entirety of an event story, at least in most cases. Certain major or seasonal events have 2 parts to their stories, with the second part being unlocked a week after the start of the event. Ark Guardian is one of these 2-parters, so the second half of the story will become available to those who finished part 1 today as of the stream. So, enjoy this little glimpse into the first part of Snow White's memories in Ark Guardian. And just in time, I have the I have the account loaded up. But give me a second. I need to double check something on Stream Elements. Okay. I thought it was gonna, I was trying to see how the chat timer works, because I thought it was supposed to, like, post this message every few minutes. Well, it's not working for some reason, but, oh well. The message is pinned anyway, so, yeah. Anyways. So yes, as I kind of, introduced, Oh, here's that gotcha thing I mentioned. So yes, I kind of pre-explained everything in that little, interlude video. But yes, this is the current event. It tells, the story of Snow White. And I don't know why it's showing me this. I logged in yesterday, I don't know why it's doing that. Anyway, so yeah.
How are you feeling?
Yeah. The video kind of explained everything, so I might as well just jump into it.
Fine. On second thought, I feel great. So this is what it's like to be able to move your body freely. I'd forgotten what this felt like. Considering your condition, it's impressive any of you were able to move around on the surface. What a complete mess. Not a single component was left intact. Not only that, Scarlet's body is practically a mass-produced model in its current state. It's unbelievable. Yet despite all that, you both kept fighting. Most admirable.
You're right. We are admirable.
At present, your body has been completely repaired and even enhanced. Try to move as much as possible to acclimate to it. How about the armaments? Do you like them? We tried to replicate them as closely as possible to what you used previously.
They don't seem particularly strong. They're a bit too light, in fact.
Weight has no bearing on power. Don't you know? Technological advances begin with improvements in weight.
Even so, they feel far too light and seem too weak.
I'm telling you, they're not weak.
Then load me up with additional weapons and ammunition.
We finally succeeded in increasing performance while reducing weight. What's the point of making it heavier again?
The more weapons, the better.
Fine.
Load me up to the limit.
As you wish.
Thank you. How are Scarlet and Rapunzel?
I managed to keep them alive. Strictly speaking, their brains are being housed in the brain shelter. Their bodies are beyond repair and cannot be used.
That's a relief. Then when will they receive their new bodies?
That won't be possible.
What?
Eden doesn't possess the technology to manufacture Nikkes.
I don't understand. Then what have you been doing all this time?
We can modify or repair pre-existing bodies, but creating one from scratch is beyond our capabilities. It's similar to how the Ark handles Nymph. When I escaped from the Ark, I took everything I could carry with me. However, I was merely an MMR researcher. There was no way I could smuggle out Nikke production technology on top of everything else. That technology is entirely monopolized by the Big Three.
So, what happens now?
We'll have to obtain it from the Ark.
Oh.
That guy is making his way to Eden. I'm planning to have him request the Ark to transfer Nikke production technology to us.
And you're okay with doing that?
Of course I'm not okay with it. It hurts both my pride and feelings. The same applies to Johan, obviously. However, during our battle against the Queen, I realized something. We should have set aside our bullheaded pride and conviction, and just focused on becoming stronger. If we had shared our technology with you, and learned yours in return, things might have turned out a lot differently. It's something I regret. Though at this point, such insights are pointless.
I feel the same way. I took the Queen too lightly. I thought of her as something that existed only in concept, and I figured that would be enough. But I was far too complacent. I regret it.
Yes.
If we obtain the Nikke production technology from the Ark, Noah can be restored as well.
We can only hope.
What about Haran and Isabel? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it is all right. Those two... I never thought I would say this, but they went out like true goddesses of victory. So it's fine.
All right.
Get some rest. You must be exhausted from all the testing.
I guess. Thanks for everything you've done.
Snow White lies on the bed and stares at the ceiling. Her thoughts are all over the place. However, the mental turmoil soon settles, condensing into a single thought. Kill the Queen. The one who desecrated the beautiful white flower, Lilyweiss. Kill the Queen, no matter what. Snow White closes her eyes and falls asleep. For some reason, she feels as if she's about to dream of the past. Alright. Because as I explained, with the video, events are structured in a way where you see the first 5 stages worth of cutscenes every day. So, hang on.
Are you planning on attending class, Commander?
So yes, we're just going to play through the first 5 stages and basically show off the beginning of this little story. And if I may say,
Have there yet been any word from Lilith or the Commander?
Yeah. I've read up to the first little segment of part 2, and I'm quite enjoying it so far. But we can talk more about that after.
Not yet, no.
No. Might as well replay this.
Has there yet been any word from Lilith or the Commander?
Not yet, no.
I am worried. It is the first time we've experienced such prolonged silence from them.
I doubt there'll be any trouble. Not with those two.
That may be true, but considering the circumstances...
We've been staying in contact with the United Forces of Humanity, or rather, the central government. They're saying something unexpected came up, so it's hard to get in touch with them right now. For the time being, we'll just have to take their word for it.
And should they still fail to make their appearance?
Then we'll just have to storm in.
Pray what?
That's rather bold of you.
You said it yourself. In light of the current situation, those two are indispensable. It's obvious the authorities are hamstringing them with political nonsense again. If they're just stalling, we should get both of them out ourselves.
Methinks thou hast roused the slumbering beast within thy breast. Very well. If the interim chieftain saith so, I have no quarrel.
Don't call me that. It makes us sound like a motley crew of mountain bandits.
Alas, this is a most vexing matter indeed. Though they did not partake in the battle against Anichiro, that they have not so much as revealed their visages till now is an offense most unpardonable. Should they present themselves, I shall chastise them soundly.
And how exactly are you planning to scold them? You've already been slammed into the floor and ceiling. There's nowhere left for you to get lodged in.
Speaking of Anichiro, I have a feeling there's more than one heretic.
I agree.
What giveth thee such a notion?
Those fusion experiments I saw in labs where they create the second generation. I believe Anichiro was the result of them. They've already cracked the code to fusing Nikkes with raptures. Anichiro must have been their first successful creation. And considering how much she's accomplished, there's no way they would stop at only one.
Frankly, if 3 additional heretics like Anichiro, no, even just 2 were to show up, humanity wouldn't stand a chance. That's precisely why we need Lilith and the Commander. They're steadily growing stronger while we're over here wearing ourselves down. Unless something big happens that can turn the tide, humanity is doomed.
What manner of talk is this? Did we not achieve victory even without the 2 of them?
Yes, but we had Red Hood with us.
Doth thy heart yet yearn for her?
Yes. If I could, I'd find her and bring her back.
Pray, be not thus. She shone brilliantly and departed of her own free will, with no regrets. 'Tis unbecoming to linger in such moping.
Moping?
Snow White herself hath maintained a most admirable
Doth she remain as she was?
Yes. She spends all her time in the workshop and barely comes out. I suppose she still hasn't gotten over it. I can understand how she feels. It's never easy to forget those we've lost. Especially considering it's someone she trusted and admired so deeply. It's only natural she feels this way.
All we can do is give her time. Since we can't truly know what it feels like to lose someone so precious.
I know well how it feels. I needs must have a word with her.
Leave her be. She needs some time alone.
Art thou so soon forgetful of thy own utterance? We require every able-bodied soul we can gather forthwith, even if just one. Though it may strike harsh, now is assuredly not the hour for succumbing to despondency. So must I press them onward, even by force if need be. I shall take upon myself the part of villain.
Very well. I'll leave that to you. I'm not confident when it comes to such things.
Methought as much.
What do you mean by that?
I take my leave, and shall return anon.
I guess to explain some of the things that were meant, or things and characters that were mentioned there. Lilith, or Lilyweiss, was the leader of their squad. Both her and their commander had to depart or were suddenly summoned by like the central government for some sort of meeting, if I remember correctly. And during that time, they were attacked by an enemy known as Anachiro, who was known as a heretic. Basically, they're a Nikke that were corrupted by the Raptors and were enhanced. Yeah, I think that's everything I was mentioning. Yeah. And also Red Hood was one of their other members, but due to reasons, long story, she had to, leave, but she came back, just to help them in the fight against Anachiro. And Snow White in particular had, a bit of a sisterly connection with her. But anyways.
Is there any within?
Only the sound of machinery can be heard from beyond the door. Scarlet knocks a little harder.
Snow White, art thou within? 'Tis I.
As before, all that could be heard is the sound of machinery.
Oh, this situation doth offer scant hope unto my heart.
Scarlet takes a deep breath and grips the hilt of her sword, preparing to strike the door with even greater force. She raises her hand and swings it down at the door.
I'm coming.
Heavens!
As Scarlet swings her sword to knock on the door once more, the hilt smacks Snow White square in the forehead.
What meaneth this?
That's precisely what I was going to ask you. What in the world are you doing?
Well, regarding that, what possessed thee to fling the door wide open so suddenly?
Because you knocked.
Hadst thou opened
Snow White, yes, this is her
no
younger
harm would have
form.
befallen any.
Answering question from chat.
What is it? What do you want?
Come, let us enter. I must have a word with thee.
Scarlet walks past Snow White and steps into the workshop.
Hey, wait! At least let me make some room for you.
Scarlet's previously determined steps begin to falter. The spacious workshop is cluttered with countless tools and weapons, leaving barely any space to walk. Eventually, Scarlet stops in her tracks.
You could have told me you were coming to visit.
Had I done so, thou wouldst have striven to avoid me.
Huh?
I've heard from Rapunzel and Dorothy. Since the departure of the Red Hood, thou hast sequestered thyself within the workshop, refusing to leave forthwith. I do not claim to ken what lieth within thy heart, yet now is not the time for...
As Scarlet scans around the workshop, her gaze settles on one particular spot. There, 2 uniforms painted white are visible. The figures of the mannequins dressed in them are strangely familiar. Scarlet continues to speak, her gaze never leaving the outfits.
What be these then?
Oh, those. I was planning on showing them to you once they were finished.
Aren't these new outfits for Rapunzel and myself?
More like equipment than an outfit.
Scarlet carefully walks closer and gently touches the brim of the hat.
How splendid.
Do you like it?
Very much so.
I'm glad.
But what possessed thee to make these?
Well, the battle's going to get a lot tougher from here on out. Red Hood's gone, and we don't know when Lilith will return. And there could be another heretic like Anichiro out there. We have to be ready.
Snow White.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Thou art not mired in despair, then?
I am filled with sorrow. I miss Red Hood. I miss her so much already. But even so, I said everything I wanted to say. We parted on good terms. I can't afford to wallow in despair.
Art thou burying that sorrow deep within thy bosom and continuing on thy path?
Well, I wouldn't go as far as to put it that way.
Methinks I have regarded thee far too much as a child, and unfairly so.
What?
Never mind. Think not of it. In any case, about these attire. What of Dorothy and Lilyweiss? Are there none for them? Dost thou lack one too?
Yes. I figured I should start with the ones that have the highest priority.
Lo. By those very words, thou dost acknowledge that I surpass Dorothy in strength. A fine jest, but if thou were to attend first to us, how sorely disappointed would the others be?
I actually started with the ones who take the most damage or are frequently injured. I'm sorry.
Nay, 'tis no matter. All is well. But pray, whose foolishly large firearm be that? None among us would rightly wield such.
Oh, that's... I made a promise to someone that I'd make something special for her. So I've been working on it, whenever I can.
Though the recipient remains unknown to me, yet they are the luckiest soul in all the world. To be the beneficiary of a weapon crafted by the most accomplished artisan.
You flatter me.
There you are.
That was quick. You did get a chance to talk some sense into her, right?
Huh.
This won't do. As the acting leader,
Thou shalt not treat Snow White as a child.
You startled me. Why are you yelling all of a sudden? What's gotten into you?
Snow White is... Fie! Dorothy, prithee, step out and spar with me for a moment. My blood fulminates within me, and I must needs quell it.
What?
With all haste, before this fire within me fades.
No thanks. The one thing I hate the most is getting sweaty.
Very well, then stand thee still. I shall see to the rest myself.
Oh my.
Count me out. You're good at playing by yourself, so why don't you do that instead?
Playing by herself? How could you say such a thing?
Very well, I shall contend alone. Do but grant me thine audience.
Goodness gracious, such noble... No, such indecency.
I suggest you stop talking.
Aye, that would be best.
Huh? You're not going to keep going? But why? Oh...
So yes, two things. One, how Scarlet pointed out the weapon that Snow White has in her workshop. That was something that Red Hood should requested her to make for her. It's like, even though she is gone now, she's still working on it, like, in her memory. And two, yeah, as you can see, Rapunzel has a very, very dirty mind.
I should start preparing for the next class.
And here's Lilith. / Lilith.
You're awake.
Commander, where are we?
We're in the repair center. So, what do you think? Is the central government's repair facility any different? Softer beds, perhaps? Or maybe the air is cleaner?
All hospital rooms are the same.
Lilyweiss looks around the quiet room.
I do like that it's spacious.
Tell me about it. You could run laps in here.
Commander.
Yes?
What did they say?
What do you mean?
How much time do I have left?
I don't know. For all we know, you could live another 100 years.
Don't joke around.
I'm just trying to hold on to hope.
Hope is important.
Half a year, maybe. Less if you push yourself too hard.
I see. So there's really no other way?
There's no cure. Those idiots. They built it without even knowing how to fix it.
This body was intended for short-term battles, after all. The problem is that the war has dragged on for too long. Do you think we'll be victorious in 6 months' time?
Not a chance. Losing, though, that's possible.
As expected, the Goddess Squad alone can't win such a drawn-out war.
Sure, we're undefeated, but there are fewer than 10 of us in this squad. All we can do now is serve as a symbol of hope for humanity on the battlefield.
Well, we certainly pulled that off admirably.
Yeah, maybe too admirably. We've already become the hope of humanity. So you've got to stay alive.
I wish it were that simple. I expected this, but it's happening too quickly. I wish I'd left something behind for the others.
Like Red Hood did?
Yeah. When the end starts to draw near, I guess people start thinking the same things.
If I were to die tomorrow, I wouldn't care what anyone thought. What's the point in leaving anything behind? I'm barely able to take care of my own matters as it is.
So what would you do?
Let's see. Drink some fine liquor with a beauty on each arm. And look back on my life.
While you're flanked by 2 beautiful women?
Why not? Every story needs an audience.
I hope that wish of yours comes true.
I'm gonna try my best.
So, how did the meeting go?
It hasn't even started yet.
Really? Not yet?
Because you collapsed.
Is it really necessary for me to attend?
Apparently, they said you had to hear what they had to say too.
I think I know what they're going to bring up.
I think you're right.
No matter where we turn, it looks like the end is coming.
Yeah. There's nothing we can do about that. It's inevitable.
I really don't like it.
Me neither.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna answer questions from the chat in between stages, or in between cutscenes, or whatever. So first off, I saw someone ask, "That's the commander? Isn't that the player?" No, that is that is the Goddess Squad's commander, separate from the commander we play as. For context, this story there's a gap of like 100 years between what's going on here and like the current events in the main campaign. Also, there was something else I was gonna mention. There was something else I was gonna mention, but I forgot. But yeah. Oh, yeah, TLDR, Lilith is so powerful that it's killing her. Anyway, 2 days later, the commander and Lillyweiss walk down the corridor. Their steps are quick, shoulders hunched with grim looks on their faces.
Commander.
Yes?
May I hit that wall just once?
No, you can't. Not until I've had my turn.
They come to a stop, and the commander proceeds to kick the wall over and over.
I didn't go through hell and suffer like a dog just for this to happen.
His military boots leave black skid marks on the white wall. After some time, the commander drops to his knees, gasping for breath.
Are you finished?
Yeah.
Lillyweiss slams her fist into the wall, sending debris flying. Behind where the wall once stood, bewildered central government soldiers come into view.
What should I do? I can't shake off my anger.
Hold it in. If you keep at it, you'll get arrested.
Damn it! I can't believe this.
What's going on here?
The soldiers rush forward, staring wide-eyed at the hole in the wall. At first, some glare of hostility, but when they see the commander and Lillyweiss standing before them, their expressions change.
Goddess!
The platoon leader and his soldiers stand at attention, salute in perfect unison.
At ease, gentlemen.
To meet a goddess herself in person. What an incredible honor! Truly a great honor indeed!
What's all this nonsense about honor? What are we, a cult?
My apologies, sir. It's just such an honor to meet the people I've always admired that I'm all tongue-tied. I shall sever this worthless tongue at once.
These fanatics are the worst. I can't stand them.
Same here.
It's truly an honor to meet the likes of you two, who have always fought on behalf of all humanity.
Well, it's not like we're the only ones fighting. Judging by that insignia, you're a platoon leader. You're doing your part too.
Oh no. Compared to the great work you two are doing, my contributions are utterly insignificant. I'm pathetic, worthless, human garbage.
This is exhausting.
Indeed.
If I may, could I inquire as to what caused this hole in the wall? If there's been any inconveniences at all, please tell me, and I'll fix it, no matter what it takes.
Oh, that hole? This big honkin' mecha destructor came out of nowhere and smashed a hole in the wall. Ow! Hey, stop pinching me. Don't you realize how strong you are? That's more like a vice than a pinch.
Well, I can't exactly hit you, can I?
True.
Mecha Destructor? Isn't that Major Lillyweiss's nickname? Oh. My apologies, sir. My lips are sealed.
Excuse me, but who told you that?
No one told me, per se, but an anonymous person started spreading it on the central government's intranet. They even made emojis and everything.
Commander, may I have a word with you?
Stop fooling around, Lillyweiss. We don't have any time to spare. Get it together. We still have work to do. I'm leaving this situation in your hands, platoon leader.
The commander walks away with quick, determined steps.
If you'll excuse me, I have something to take care of.
Lillyweiss follows close behind, matching his stride. The commander glances back briefly, then quickens his pace even more. Lillyweiss keeps pace, and before long they're both practically running down the corridor. The man watches them as they recede into the distance.
So cool.
Also, yes, I see someone was confused by the thing I said about Lilith at the start of that cutscene. So yeah, Lilith was basically the prototype Nikke. Like, she's the first one ever created. And, like, how do I explain it? I mean, yeah, basically, kind of as I said, she, I don't think it's been fully explained yet, actually. But, like, yeah, they made her, like, so powerful that it's, like, overloading her.
One more victory for Bolt and me.
Next. Oh, and here's Oswald. Oswald watches the stream of people and supplies pouring into the entrance of the Ark. The line of people stretches on endlessly as the supply trucks continue rolling in. Oswald is suddenly filled with a sense of unease. Has there always been this many people and this much supplies in the world? It feels as though everything and everyone on the entire planet has gathered here. Glancing back at the procession, Oswald finds the same discomfort wash over him once again. This feels never-ending. Oswald feels a sudden wave of dizziness. Having admitted defeat, humanity decides to take refuge in the underground city known as the Ark. The Ark will be sealed through a 5-phase process, after which it will never open again, neither from the inside nor from the outside. Despite humanity's defeat, it has managed to survive. The fate of the entire species hinges upon the success of this operation. As Oswald thinks of his role as the one responsible for sealing the Ark, the dizziness returns. On the day of his appointment, he could sense the jealousy hidden behind the smiles of his peers and superiors who congratulated him. But such things no longer matter. Once the Ark is sealed, it cannot be reopened, not even from within. Nor can anyone enter it from the outside. After the 5-step sealing process, those who come seeking refuge in this utopia will find only silent gates greeting them before they perish. When the time comes, Oswald must shut the doors. He will have to turn a blind eye to those who come hoping for rescue.
He'll be an executioner. No, a mass murderer.
He has always followed orders from above, without question. Even when those orders require him to dirty his hands, he never refuses or disobeys. After all the guilt he felt can simply be passed on to those above him. As a result of his work, he has somehow earned the nickname Hellhound. It is a name far from glorious, yet he feels content. After all, it means he is being recognized. Oswald, the Hellhound, believes no one is more suited than him to be in charge of sealing the Ark. All he has to do is follow orders from his superiors, as he always has. It is simple. He only needs to issue one command: seal it. It's supposed to be an easy task. But then...
There are too many.
Oswald looks once more at the endless line of people. How many people are supposed to be allowed into the Ark? What percentage of the total population is it? Surely no more than 10%. No, not even that. Perhaps a single digit, or merely a fraction. Then what about the rest? What will happen to them? Oswald nearly collapses where he stands. He's sure he won't be able to endure much longer. Everything has been planned by his superiors. Everything must proceed as outlined. Even contingency measures are already in place. But he is the one who must make the decision. To abandon the majority of all humankind. In that moment, he desperately tries to recall who will assist him in sealing the Ark. The goddesses. The hope of mankind. The goddesses of victory. They will be assisting him. During the sealing of the Ark, the goddesses will stand guard as part of Operation Ark Guardian.
Yes, that'll do for now.
That single fact alone keeps Oswald from falling apart. Since becoming the one in charge of the sealing operation, Oswald has been saved by the goddesses more times than he can count. Dozens, hundreds, perhaps even thousands of times. Regaining focus, Oswald takes out his tablet and looks at the status screen. Off in the distance, a shadow appears. But lost in thought, he fails to notice its approach. Feigning composure, he stays still for a moment, then quickly draws his gun and points it straight ahead.
Wow, where did this gun come from? That's so strange. Hi, mister. Are you busy?
I'll wait a little bit before I explain who that is, but because they're about to explain who she is in like the next cutscene. Well, it's gonna give more context at least. But let's say Frisia is a character that I've been waiting to learn more about for a long time, so I was very excited to see she shows up in this event. I think this is the last one. Oswald lowers his weapon.
Who are you?
Name's Frisia. We met before, when Red Hood saved us.
Hey kid, what's your name?
Frisia.
Okay, Frisia. Where are your mom and dad?
They're dead. They got sick. It only happened recently.
You must miss them very much.
I do, but it's okay. I was able to say goodbye to them. They were sick for a long time, so we talked a lot. About things we liked, what we didn't like. We talked about all sorts of stuff. So that's okay. I'm sure my mom and dad are in a happier place too.
That's good.
I remember now. What is it? This area is off limits to civilians.
Oh, nothing much.
Frisia rummages through her coat. Oswald shifts his finger and places it on the gun's trigger.
Here.
Frisia hands out a document that's been folded in half.
Can you sign here for me?
You want me to sign it?
Yes.
Oswald looks at the papers Frisia is holding out.
A Guardian consent form? Why are you giving this to me?
I want you to be my guardian.
I can't do that. It might be best if you can find someone suitable among those heading to the Ark.
Everyone who came here with me already has family. A dad, a mom, a brother, or a sister. Someone. But I don't have anyone. When I showed this to them, all of them had an awkward look on their face. I don't want to make anyone feel put out. But they said if I don't have a guardian, I'll be sent to an orphanage. And I don't want that. I'm scared. I don't even know anyone there. So I want you to be my guardian.
Frisia, I don't know you either.
You know my face.
I'm...
Shaking off his dizzying inner thoughts, Oswald sighs only to realize he's facing a situation he has never experienced before. There's no manual for situations like this. He stares at Frisia. Her expression is confident, fearless, and unwavering. Oswald, seemingly against all reason, feels a quiet certainty that this girl will be fine.
I'm sorry. I can't be your guardian.
The sound of paper rustling fills the air. Frisia's hands, holding out the paper, tremble ever so slightly. Oswald looks at Frisia once more. Her face appears calm, indifferent to success or failure. Yet he notices her shoulders and legs quiver almost imperceptibly. Oswald thinks of the Goddess Squad. Those who held him up whenever he was about to fall. Oswald takes the papers from Frisia and signs them. He pulls out his seal, stamps it beside his signature, then returns the documents to her.
Present the seal to the administrator. It should make things easier for you.
Are you okay with this?
What do you mean?
Becoming my guardian.
Well, I'm not sure either.
Thanks, mister. Truly. Thank you. I'm truly so grateful. Can I stay here by your side for a while?
No, I'm busy.
I'll be quiet. I won't say anything.
Go and submit that document to the administrator.
Oh, right. I'll be right back.
That won't be necessary.
Frisia clutches the papers tightly and runs off. Oswald watches her go, a blank expression on his face.
What was I thinking?
He gazes absent-mindedly towards the crowd surging into the Ark. He looks on vacantly as if gazing at a distant landscape. After some time, two figures approach from afar.
How are you, Special Agent? Sorry, Chief.
I'm good. What's the matter?
Oh, nothing serious. This child brought a Guardian consent form bearing your signature and seal, so I wanted to stop by to verify it.
I'm telling you it's true. He signed it and stamped it himself.
Putting aside her current plight, we plan to launch an investigation regarding this forgery.
I was the one who signed it and stamped it.
Yes, we'll be sure to be thorough in our I beg your pardon?
I signed and stamped those documents myself.
You did?
That's correct.
See? I told you it's true.
Is there a problem with that?
No, of course not. However,
The soldier from the central government parts his lips hesitantly. His eyes clearly asking, why did you... Normally, Oswald has an answer for every question, but not even he can answer this one, so he remains silent.
Understood. I've verified its authenticity. As per regulations, an adult male is actually not permitted to serve as a child's sole guardian.
Is that so?
Yes, it's essentially no different from an adoption. However, since it's you, Chief, it won't be an issue. Your credentials are beyond reproach. We'll proceed with processing the paperwork. Thank you for your time.
Sorry to have troubled you. I should have handled this in person. I appreciate all your hard work.
Thank you. I'll be on my way then.
The soldier salutes, then turns to leave. As he walks away, he keeps glancing down at the papers, tilting his head in confusion. Oswald feels the urge to tilt his head in puzzlement as well, but decides against it. A certain someone still has her eyes on him. Frisia sits beside Oswald.
I'm on duty.
I know. I'll be quiet as a mouse. I won't make a peep.
Oswald's gaze drifts back to the endless stream of people and supplies entering the Ark. His attention, however, remains squarely fixated on the girl at his side. Because of her, his mind finds a brief escape from its tangled web of thoughts. Other complicated feelings fill the space instead, but for now, he's fine with that. So yes, as you can probably kind of get from that, Frisia is like a character that we only saw once in like one scene for from another event, and for like 2 years now, all we've known about her was from that one scene and a like dev interview where they said, she's going to be important eventually. And then they told us who she isn't, because there were a lot of theories on who she might be. Me in particular, I've had like 7 different theories over the years. So yes, now that we're finally seemingly getting the answer as to what her deal is, we can finally put the conspiracy corkboards down, as I, so to speak. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this little sneak peek. As I said earlier, I read up to the first segment of part 2, and it gets pretty crazy. As kind of alluded to, they're finally touching on quite a lot of things I've been curious about for a while regarding this game and its lore. But anyways, next is the next segment is something I'm going to show with my main account, the one that I've been using since day 1. So once again, give me a few minutes to switch over to that. And then we shall continue. I will both be showing some characters that I like, as well as showing off some battles against most of the bosses that you do that you fight in dailies as well. But first, I would also like to do a bit of a speed run to show how the average daily grind experience is. But anyways, I will be back in a few minutes, so please stay tuned.
Red eyes, gun smoke and fear. Can we stay in the holy land? Indestructible grace of crushing. This is our fate. Remember that's our calling. We will come for our crusade. Our purpose is keep the burning flame. Don't forget what you got. It's time to stay there. To claim our names back. We will make it come back. Tell me where you are now. Yeah. Remember, stay there. Flame and the power. We don't want any more tragedy. The danger, but down away. We rise.
Shadows on battlefields, sighting the ashes fall. This fight is over. When will this fight stop? Time to kick the waves of suffering. Still close all the fade away. Don't stay silent, go alone and let's refrain. Machines against us when I locked on hunting us down. Standing unafraid beneath the greater sky. The footsteps lost in shifting sands. Cries make echoes but no voices land. The field burns red. We take the next step into the fire, into the flames. We rise again. We take another step. We take another stand. But if the path is torn, we carve our fate on war. We carve our fate on war. Sky is cracked, but we push on. The light shines, guiding us to the battlefront. So now we march till dawn.
She departed without any regrets.
Since we lost the battle, we can't save everyone.
What then, prey? Are we to tuck our tails betwixt our legs like hounds defeated and slink into the depths below? Ugh.
How are you doing? Are you okay?
Lilith! Lilith! No! No!
I have to do this. I'm a goddess. I have to do this. This time, I will grant you true rest.
Smoke and fear. Can we stay in the holy land? Indestructible grace of crushing, this is our fate. Remember this our calling. We will come for our crusade. Our purpose is keep the burning flame. Don't forget what you got. It's time to stay.
Shadows on battlefields, sighting the ashes fall. This fight is over. When will this fight stop? Time to kick the waves of fate. Feel ground the fade away. Don't stay silent, go alone and let's refrain. Machines against the spread as London hunting us down. Standing on a break beneath the cradle sky. Footsteps lost in shifting sands. Cries make echoes, but no voices land. The field burns red. We take the next step into the fire, into the flames. We rise again. We take another step. We take another stand. But if the path is torn, we carve our fate on war. We carve our fate on war. Sky is cracked, but we push on. The light shines, guiding us to the battlefield. So now we march till dawn.
Alright, there we go. Sorry for the delay. I had to do something else real quick. But okay, as I said previously, at the start of this on my, because this is my main account, which I've used since I first started playing this game, and something that I've said quite a lot about this game is that, the minimum amounts that you do for the, to fill up, like, the daily, in fact, let me show it real quick, to fill up the, like, daily missions bar, is very quick, and I quite like that, and that's something I appreciate about the game. So I thought it would be fun if I kind of showed, or did a little, like, speedrun thing, and showed, what the average daily grind, experience is. First, yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to open the, or get the stopwatch on screen. I not? Okay, for some reason it's not letting me do that. Yeah, well, I'll just do it off screen. Or I'll just have it running off screen, I mean. So let me drag it over here. Alright. And then 3. Hold on. Yeah. So yeah, let's begin. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. So the first thing I usually do is I open this is the Outpost Defense. You get 1 free wipe up per day, gives you a bunch of materials, and then you can claim what has been taken so far. Then go to Friends List, do all that, and then you can enter the cache. Are you kidding me? Well, usually you can enter the cache shop and get like a free 10, I think it's like 10 gems. I have to pause because this was not expected. Oh, great. This is, wow. This is the only time I've seen this error, too. It's like, of course it happens during a sponsor stream. Give me a minute.
Red eyes, gun smoke and fear. Can we stay in the holy land? Indestructible grace of crushing. This is our fate. Remember this our calling. We will come for our crusade. Our purpose is keep the burning flame. Don't forget what you got. It's time to stay there. To claim our names back. We will make it come back. Tell me where you are now. Yeah. Remember.
Okay, we're loading back. Alright. Give a second. Alright. Alright. So it's usually you would enter the cash shop and get the free little thing. But apparently that's not working right now. So continuing off. You can also similarly enter the regular shop and grab some free stuff from there. And this is the start of the week, so you can also get some goodies from the recycling shop, which is a currency that you earn with a currency that you earn by doing the co-op mode. And hold up, there's one more thing. As well as I usually check in on this because this has some materials that you can use to upgrade skills. I misclicked. And then go to Outpost. Loading. Alright, they hit this thing called the bulletin board, dispatch. Apparently I already claimed everything, so but you'd normally pick them up there. Enter the command center. And then go to pretty much any random character. You can quick advise.
No matter what,
You only need 3 for the daily thing. And then next you go to the Ark. You can enter the simulation room. This is basically a roguelike mode. However, once you clear it, like maximum, you can just do quick simulation and get all the rewards. Actually, I'll do this in later. No, I can do it now, actually. Okay, this is the thing I alluded to. We're gonna be doing more of this later. This is you just fight against some bosses and you get some materials from it. I'm going to choose this one because it's probably the easiest to farm. My mom's got the cutscene. Usually, best to target the tentacle because it's because if you destroy it, then it prevents it from like shooting at the or if you don't shoot it down, then after a while it will slam onto your team. And there. So those ones, the tentacles in the back will just, they just fire like little beams at you, but it's not much damage. Still, nice to take it out. Alright, here this is about to do an attack, like it targets everyone. Usually I'm able to time it right, but I hit it a little too early this time. And then this is the thing where it's a shield that only only units that have the element that it's weak to can get through, and in this case it's weak to wind. And everyone on this team is wind element, so something I've seen some like raid content players do is they'll leave the shield on and then just hit the just attack the main boss until like the timer runs out, because if you don't hit the cancel ring, then it'll do like an attack. Here comes the thing again, and end it early. What I like to do is I put everyone in cover and then target the cancel ring segment with only one unit. Targeting the core again. Actually, yeah, let me turn off auto. And in this like second phase, the tentacles are both so I'm like also trying to focus on attacking. They're both weaker and also but they also attack faster. Ah, dang. Didn't do it in time. Oh well. Alright, and that's time out. Damage, yeah, Liberolio did the most, of course. So yes, as I mentioned earlier, it is possible to defeat the boss, but it kind of depends on the build that you have, and I'm not quite there yet, apparently. I'm with this team. But yes, the more damage I do to it, and like, as I reach stage 7 on that, or like the 7th health bar, I suppose. And like the higher you get, the more rewards you get. Anyways, after you beat it once, you can quick battle it for the rest of the week. And that is enough to fill up the daily mission bar. According to the timer, all that took 7 minutes. So yes, as I said, that's something I kind of appreciate how, if you're not really feeling it on a particular day, or if you're just like very busy, you can kind of just do the bare minimum and like still get the daily rewards and stuff. Also, this is like a weekly thing, but I can do that. I'll just do that off screen. Give me a second to... Okay. So up next, as I said, I think it would be fun if I just showed some of my currently favorite, or some of my favorite characters in the game so far. And first up, if you know me, this probably saw this coming, Phantom. She's currently my favorite character in the game. She's basically her thing is she's like one of the keepers of the Ark's library, and but despite being a librarian, she cannot spell to save her life. Like there's a point in her like Bond story where the commander's just like going around, like walking around the library, and all the tags and signs are just misspelled. But that's not her only character quirk. As you might guess from her design, she kind of has a side hobby of masquerading as a phantom thief, like taking back stolen items. And all the events featuring her and her team are just really goofy in a fun way. Like, they're all so dysfunctional, but somehow manage to stumble into completing their mission. And I love that. Also, not to mention, this was the first thing for me, I just love her design. I don't know what you would call this like style, but I like it a lot. It's very, well, stylish. I don't know. But yes, in summary, she's a librarian that sucks at spelling and LARPs as a phantom thief. And that's a really fun concept for a character, in my opinion. Someone in chat says it's a magician outfit. She looks cute. Okay.
I came here to steal your heart, but it's my heart that has been spirited away.
But anyways, in terms of her like kit though, it does take a bit to get used to, cause so basically every time you hit an enemy, it brands them with yeah, it's right here. Brands them with something that they brands it with a effect that they call like a calling card kind of effect. And like you see a little icon of that pop up above them. And like the idea behind that is once you inflict an enemy with the calling card status, you're supposed to switch to the next enemy and inflict them with it. And then once you do this to 3 enemies, the cards burst and they deal a lot of damage to all 3 of them. And why that is weird, and why that's a little like weird to get used to is because if you watch, you probably saw a little bit when I was fighting the Kraken. If you watch me or anyone else play the game, most people just focus on shooting an enemy until it dies, including me. So yeah, takes a bit to get used to. But I do know she can be quite effective if you use it right, especially in the right team comp. For example, I heard that. Let me pull her up real quick. Should have read ahead in my notes. With this character, Bunny Alice, she's a good support for her because her thing is she like lets her teammates keep their like buff, keep their buffs, and for Phantom, what that does is it lets her keep the card that she has on herself, which does like stat boosts. So yeah, I remember like I heard that, and when I went to try it, and she outdamaged like one of the best water DPS units in the game, and I was just like, wow, this is the power I've always wanted her to have. But anyways, yes, in conclusion, Phantom is cool. We love Phantom. Up next, of course, if you've followed me for a while, you know that my day 1 favorite character was this character, Diesel. I mean, she's one of the 2 characters I bought an alt costume for, so that says a lot. I remember like getting her from the gacha for the first time, and it was literally love at first sight. For like almost the entire, I need to switch into like the main design. And for like almost the entire like first year of the game, she was like a permanent member of my team, no matter what the game mode was or if she worked for it or not. But unfortunately, she eventually did have to be benched because she's not that great in endgame content, unfortunately. She's definitely more usable now when she got her treasure, or favorite item. Treasure was the code name, so I called out that by accident, sorry. But anyways, because basically, so Diesel's like a tank unit, and she also buffs ammo. Like ammo count. And she can kind of become like borderline invincible once you fully upgrade it, and with how good her ammo count buff is, she might as well have infinite ammo. Also, for the health thing, for the invincibility thing, it's like a little bit of a personal anecdote. I have seen her get like bombarded by every enemy on the stage, and that health bar still stayed full. So yeah, she has quite good like defense in terms of that. But yeah, unfortunately, most other characters can kind of just do the things that she does, but better. So it's kind of hard to utilize her against some of the harder enemies, especially in the late game. Luckily, this isn't the only version of Diesel on the roster. Funnily enough, I saw someone in chat bring up the events he was a part of. But yes, this is her Christmas version. So unfortunately, those who start now won't be able to get her until she reruns next December. But yeah, she has a lot more. This version of her is a lot more usable. She has both good damage over time, which, trust me, adds up a lot. And she also provides like several buffs to her team. Although you do have to make sure that you use her burst second, because if she bursts first, or if you use her burst skill in the first cycle, she actually debuffs your team for 1 second. And I know that sounds bad, but the idea behind it is kind of fun. So as you can probably kind of guess from her look, this version of her kind of has a bit of an idol concept, I guess you could say. Hence the like microphone. And here's the thing about that. Diesel's notoriously bad at singing. So basically, if you use her first, your entire team gets discombobulated by her terrible singing voice and are given minus 100% hit rate for 1 whole second. And to be honest, it's not that bad, but you know, you don't want that if you can avoid it. But meanwhile, if you enter if you enter full burst with someone else first, it applies a, is it here? Okay, well, you can kind of see it, the aftermath of that down there. But yeah, she applies a status called mute to all allies. If you use her burst afterwards, it consumes one stack of that and gives everyone her buffs while applying DOT to enemies. To simplify, burst first with Diesel and your team has their ears blown out. Burst second, and she gives everyone's earplugs first. But moving on. Diesel's backstory. Diesel's backstory. It'd be too long for me to summarize it here since we've been talking about her for quite a while and I don't want to stay on her for too long. But all I'll say is reading I feel like reading Diesel's Bond story improves both a particular scene in the main story, as well as, and especially one of the final scenes in this year's Christmas event, which is where this version of her came from. So I'll just say this. The OG Diesel's Bond story was one of the first ones I read to the end when I got into this game. And there's something that you learn from that story that made a specific scene in the Christmas event hit 10 times harder for me. Like, there's been a lot of sad, like, scenes in this game over the years, but the scene I'm referring to is one of the 2 times this game has made me fully break down. The only other time was back in the first anniversary event, Red Ash, during... To avoid spoilers, I'll just call it the Hold You Tight scene, because that's the name of the song that plays during that moment. So yeah, 2 years later, until it replicated that level of emotion for me, I suppose. But yeah, anyways, to conclude, since you've been on Diesel for a while, even though I would say, I think Phantom's probably cooler and more entertaining character, Diesel's probably the character I would say I have the most, like, emotional attachment to in this game. Another character I would like to mention is, right here, this is Grave. I don't want to say too much about her because I'm not gonna lie, even showing her like this is kind of a spoiler. But, just to put it briefly, I've already thought her design was cool, like when we first meet her in the story. And, but when I, like, actually learned her, like, what her whole deal is and, like, her story, the only way that I could, like, describe her is, she's a freaking trooper. To put it as vague terms as possible, she's been carrying around the body of someone close to her who's, like, in a vegetative state for over a century, just looking for a way to save her, losing a good amount of her memory and speech capability in the process. Yet, even though she lost her memory, she never faltered in her mission of protecting that person. And I'm kind of a big sucker for stories like that. Someone, like, so devoted, so determined to save their loved one that they basically go through hell just for a chance at seeing them survive. Other than that, also in gameplay, she's pretty solid. Kind of a support DPS hybrid who works well with Pierce units. She's definitely a character that I would love to, like, work her into more of my team comps. And also, I need to upgrade her, apparently. So yeah, stuck at 777 right now. Up next, coincidentally, the next, like, 3 characters I'm gonna mention are all, like, next to each other. So Crown. Crown is so funny. Basically, she's the ruler of a kingdom on the surface. And when I say kingdom, I mean, it is a castle, but only, like, 3 Nikkes are among them, or among her. Additionally, she also has a very, like, powerful transformation that brought a very powerful enemy quite literally to her knees. And other than that, she is also a glutton with 1 brain cell. One of her, like, fun recurring, like, character traits, like recurring gag, is she regularly uses the wrong words for things and has to be corrected by her vassal, to which she always just claims, like, oh yes, I was just testing you. But also, other than that, the most important part, where is it? Is it this? No, is it this? No. Well, where you can see an example of how she's a glutton. Here it is. Here it is. This face says it all. In her first appearance, this sprite appears, and I was just like, when I saw that, I was just like, I already know I'm going to like this character once she comes out. Anyways, also, other than that, she's also, like, arguably the best support unit in the game. Up next, another character I would like to mention is Rouge, who I brought up briefly during the SSR Selector portion. So she first appears as, like, a side character in another event, and, like, I already thought she looked cool. And then, like, eventually when she became playable, and I remember, I read her Bond story, and there's, like, a scene where she just casually goes, like, oh yeah, I'm a big fan of fighting games, and, if you know me, you know how I feel about that. I remember I was just like, I already thought you were cool, and you surpassed my expectations with just 1 line. And yeah, she does proceed to wash the commander in a, completely wash him in an unspecified fighting game. But yeah, also, as I mentioned, she's a pretty good support unit, especially if paired with, other, like, electric type units. Hang on, I need some water. Alright. And last but not least, I have to bring up Red Hood. Because, hang on, let me switch to her, like, default design. If you ask me, like, overall, I think I would say Red Hood might be the best written character in this game. Largely because her story is, like, complete. Because mild spoilers, I guess, but Red Hood is never, or mild/implied spoilers, I guess, to be more accurate. But yeah, Red Hood is never going to appear in any, like, present-day storylines for the rest of this game. Both because she literally can't, and also some of her final lines, it's basically her saying, like, yeah, my time is up. Don't try and bring me back or anything like that. And if you ask me, I think her character send-off was just written in just a perfect way. Yeah. Other than that, she's also quite unique because okay, I guess I can't open that. But yeah, that like triangular icon. Sorry, okay, I just want to wait for that voice line to finish. So yeah, that like little triangular icon next to her name, or next to the power level. She is the only character in this game with that symbol, because she's the only character that is all three Burst 1, Burst 2, and Burst 3. So basically, you can kind of just put her on any team and she'll fulfill a role. And I know it's been a while since I've looked, but I know all three bursts have a different, like, excuse me, like a different effect. Yeah, it says right here, if you use her as Burst 1, she gives everyone an attack boost and cools down, or lessens the cooldown of her burst skill. Burst 2, she attracts, like, taunts all enemies, so they all only target her for a second, or for 10 seconds. Also recovers HP so that she doesn't die from that. And then Burst 3, this is where I usually use her, she becomes DPS. So yeah, in summary, Red Hood the GOAT. But anyways, as I said, the next thing I would like to do is, that's the wrong thing, is I would like to do a like mock battle against all of the bosses that you can farm in interception mode. Although, if you start right now, you won't reach this mode yet. I think once you unlock intercept mode, you can only farm this one. God, that is an old team right there. Anyways, so yeah, I guess give a little sneak peek as to everything that you can fight in this. Although I already showed Kraken, so no need to show her again. Alright, so first, Harvester. It is weak to water, and here's my water team. Although I do have Crown here just because she's just useful against every boss, but everyone else is a water type. Oh, and of course, since it's weak to water, it's probably a good time to show off Snow White heavy arms in gameplay. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, someone in chat said earlier, music in this game is great. There we go.
Mike, everything superfluous will be banished from paradise. Down with those who would threaten the kingdom. Fully active. Pierce through!
Almost perfectly timed with the music. For this version, because I know some other fights against this boss are a little different. Basically you want to target the head and then expose the core.
We're not done. Keep going.
Conducting every down with those with trying to finish them. Ammo check. All good.
Alright, and it's down. Oh, I don't know if I didn't hit the core. Dang.
Hit. My turn. Every down with those with trying to finish them.
Hit the core that time. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna switch to Doro. For this, because if you... The time limit for these cancel rings are very brief, so I have to be very careful. Get about 2 shots off with how long the burst skill lasts.
I'm feeling fresh. We're not done. Keep going. My turn. Everything's to perk down with those with threatened. I'll kill them all, leaving nothing behind. Ammo check. All good. Conducting maintenance. My turn. Every down with those who threaten the kingdom. Fire!
Okay, we reach stage 6.
Everything down with those who threaten the kingdom. I'll kill them all, leaving nothing behind. Conducting maintenance.
Nice! Okay, we at least reached stage 6. Whew. Unfortunately, I don't think my teams are built enough for me to defeat any of these bosses, especially for one of them, which I'm saving for last. Yeah. Snow White, Heavy Arms, out damages the summer version of Dorothy, which is considered one of the best water DPSs, so yeah, quite impressive. Next is Ultra, who is weak to iron. And as I said, Rapi Red Hood is like kind of a dual type. She's both fire and iron type, so she works for this. Meanwhile, Bunny Aid, as I said, she buffs Pierce, so she works good with Red Hood, and yeah. Alright, I forgot it. Had her first. Oh well. Alright. So this boss does this thing where it like slams and you need to guard. And then like in a... Okay, I did it quite early, but yeah. Then it shoots this poison. You need to guard against that, or it'll basically poison you. And in most cases, I think it kills you as well. You know, like no matter what. Not quite guaranteed, but like someone will die. Yeah, I mentioned this earlier. Yeah, some people do this and then just get the cancel ring at the last second. yeah, at this point, it... No, not quite, apparently. Here comes the slam again. Here's the poison. Oh, wait. Yeah, I gotta wait. Cut it a little close, actually, with that one. Oh. There's some poison. Okay. So those little, like, yeah, they just appeared again. They're these little, like, sack things. They basically have poison. If you don't destroy them in time, they shoot poison. There's the slam. Yes. Okay. Oh, well, it's about to end anyway. Yeah, if you fail, it does that. It kills everyone, no matter what. It'll wipe your team, no matter what. Yeah, Rapi Red Hood and regular Red Hood. Pretty tight. Alright, Indivilia. This boss is a little rough. Unfortunately, and this is... I forgot to bring this up when we were talking about Diesel. Unfortunately, she kind of, I forgot what it was exactly, but I know she this boss has something that counters, something that counters her, like, DOT thing. So yeah, sadly, can't use her here. Love her boss theme, though.
Hold on a moment. Target eliminated.
Trust me, at the start of this battle, you were going to want to target that tail.
Now, let's finish this.
Reload. I can go further.
Oh yeah, also collab character cameo.
Now, let's finish this.
How heavy your burden has
Yes.
been.
Also, the reason why I have Helm here is because I needed a healer.
Let's go full power.
All gun force focus. Fire!
Yeah, when I said earlier, like, highly recommend you destroy the, I'm just gonna keep her. Okay. When I said earlier, highly recommend you destroy the tail first things, because if you don't, when it did that, like, thing where it shaked its tail a lot, that will do damage, or, like, it fires something that will do damage, and it's very hard to hit it once it starts doing that.
Let's go full power.
Enemy down.
Let's go full power.
Ah. Okay, next burst cycle, I'm gonna have to use Helm. Because Rapi's getting really low.
Full speed ahead. Aegis cannon. Fire!
Now, let's finish this. Let's go full power.
Fire!
1 minute. I think this is when we enter phase 2.
Let's go full power.
Yep, here we go. Oh, not that one. Not that one. I almost... Maker. I don't know if I've ever actually destroyed the blades. I've gotten close. I'll heal, because someone was getting a bit low. Oh no! Well, it was the last second anyway. But yeah, Rapi Red Hood's still doing a lot. I think. Oh god, that was the third one, so I think all that remains is. Yep. This is widely regarded as the hardest boss. I don't know if it's the hardest boss, but like. It's one of the most hated. We're weak to electric, so here's my electric team. Although I feel like I have the most, I guess, positive memory with this boss. Because I remember, as you can guess, most of these bosses you fight at some point in the main story, except for... Actually, scratch that. Some of them are exclusive to, like, events. But, this was a main story boss. And like, right when the chapter had come out, I was like slightly underleveled, so I had to, but I really wanted to see like where that chapter ended. So basically, I just had to like lock in. I was like trying for like 3 hours to clear it. Okay, I don't think I can.
Teacher, what I want to preserve. What are you looking at? Get lost. I'm all in. Just a second, teacher. Reload it. Wasn't that cool? Just like how I did during practice. Let's test your luck. Reload it. Wasn't that cool?
Okay. Oh, doesn't time. Let's core. There we go.
Just like how I did during practice. I want to preserve beautiful memories of my campus life.
Oh shoot! I literally watched a thing about this boss beforehand. I forgot. I think I need to prepare charge. Ah shoot. Yeah, I think I screwed up. Oh shoot. Okay. Okay, dodged it anyway. Alright. I think that cancelled it.
Reload it. Wasn't that cool? Just like how I did during practice. I want to preserve beautiful memories of my campus life. Just a second, teacher. Reload it. Wasn't that cool? Reload it. Wasn't that cool?
Oh. Okay.
I want to preserve beautiful memories of my campus life. Just like how I did during practice. Just a second, teacher. Just like how I did during practice.
Plus Cosmograph for this track. Yes. 1000% agree, is one of my favorite boss themes. Oh, wait, did I don't even know if I got it or not.
Just a second, teacher. 311. Wasn't that cool? 311. Wasn't that cool? I want to preserve beautiful memories of my kids. Just a second, teacher. Just like how I did. I want to preserve beautiful memories of my campus life.
Come on, can we at least reach the next stage? No!
Did you see that? Wasn't I great?
Yeah, Cinderella took the most. Oh wow, Scarlet actually did more than 9. Huh. Wasn't really expecting that. But anyways, yes, that is God, my wrist hurts after after playing 9. But it's fine. Anyways. So yeah, that basically showed off every boss that you can fight in this mode. And next we are moving to the final stage of this little thing. Or of this stream. Or as I refer to it as the epilogue. So yeah, give me a second to load that up, and then we can conclude this.
Red eyes, gun smoke, and fear. Can we stay in the holy land? Indestructible grace of crushing, this is our fate. Remember that's our calling. We were called for our crusade. Our purpose is keep the burning flame. Don't forget what you got. It's time to stay.
Hang on, it's gonna take me a second to add this. Okay. So, I would imagine that I hope the past few hours kind of just showed how passionate I am about this game. So to close off this stream, I thought it would be good to do like a mini presentation. Talk about what I like about the game, and what made me not only stick with it for over 3 years, but remain just as passionate about it as I was back then. So here's a mini presentation why I love Nikke. First off, of course, the story, as I've said many times before. The whole joke is, come for the plot, stay for the actual plot, but it's true. I started the game after someone I followed online was talking about it, and downloaded it thinking I would end up deleting it after 2 weeks like most of the other gacha games I had played at the time. But once I saw the end of the prologue, as I said earlier, when I saw the end of the prologue, I started to think, hold on, there's probably something more to this game. And then, I guess I could say, Strike 2 was the first Christmas event, where that was the first time that the game like made me tear up, and so I was like, that made me realize Shift Up has some genuinely talented writers over there. And then the final one was the half anniversary event known as Overzone, and it's also the background of the slide. That was when I knew that I was invested. Because, like, throughout the entire thing, the only thing I could call it was, this is peak fiction. Up next, of course, characters, the heart and soul of any gacha game. I've already mentioned Diesel and Phantom, but they're basically side characters in the grand scheme of this game. the main cast and like all the major characters, I would say they're all just as likable to me. And I'm like always looking forward to see how their story continues in both the main campaign and in side story events. Especially the Goddess Squad, as you can see in the middle. As I always say, if you see an event with the Goddess Squad, you know it's going to be good. Up next, the music. You know it's good when even people who don't like the game cannot deny that Nikke has some great music. I say it fulfills the criteria of all good game soundtracks. It enhances the emotions of the moments in the game. And when you listen to it, like, outside of the game, it's still just as powerful, like, listening to it without the context. Even if you have no interest in the game itself, definitely recommend checking out the main composer's channel, at Cosmograph. There's a picture of him up in there in the corner. Additionally, if you know me, you know I am quite a nerd when it comes to the concept of leitmotifs. Yeah, here's a little document I've been keeping. Yeah, this game has quite a lot of them. Anyways, next. Something that I like is that there isn't really a rush to pull everybody. Something that has led to me getting burned out in a lot of gacha games, no, not referencing anything in particular, is when a majority of post-release characters are limited. But luckily in Nikke, almost every character can later be obtained in the standard recruitment, even after their raid-up concludes, with the exception of seasonal units and collaboration/crossover characters, but like, that makes sense. Next thing, speaking of the gacha system, something I really appreciate about it in this game are two things: the wish list and mileage. Wish list, as you can see on the left, is basically you get to build your own banner. So you basically register 20 characters on your wish list, and anytime you get an SSR, it's guaranteed to be one of those 20 characters. So basically, it makes it a lot easier to like get characters you care about or are missing if you're just going for collection. And mileage. Basically, every time you pull on a raid-up banner, such as the currently ongoing Snow White Heavy Arms and Rapi Red Hood banners, it grants you a gold ticket, which once you have 200 of them, you just get the unit that you want without having to roll for them. And these tickets do not go away when the banner ends. So you can probably just save your tickets for a character you want and just get them immediately. Me personally, that's what I do whenever like an anniversary character comes around. And next, I showed this off earlier, but the quick dailies. Because yeah, filling up the daily missions bar can be done very quickly, which I appreciate for two reasons. Because one being, it helps avoid getting burnt out, and if it's during like a time of the year or like a time period where I'm very busy, then it makes it easier to like not miss a day. For example, during my last semester of college, usually I would have to leave for class like right before daily reset. So what I was able to do on those days is I would drive to the campus, then on the walk to class, because usually I had a 5-minute walk. I could pretty much just like do the bare minimum, just like quick battle through most things, and like do the minimum of what I needed to fill up the bar, and at least get the daily rewards. And of course, and as for the burnout thing, it helps mitigate burnout because, say, if I'm like tired or just not really feeling like playing on a particular day, again, you can just kind of quick battle or auto through most things, and whenever I want to do, I can do the stuff that requires more manual play another time. And for me personally, this next thing I think was probably one of the biggest things. I know it's kind of a goofy title, but oh wait, never mind, I put it in the wrong order. Okay. It's probably the most this is the thing I know that is a bit of a point of contention for some people, but I do quite like the gameplay of this game. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I've already had a soft spot for arcade shooters, so Nikke's gameplay appeals to me in that aspect. And while you wouldn't say it's the most technical, there's still a lot of things I've seen, like, top-ranking raid players do. That, like, I remember I saw one thing, and I just, like, a certain thing in particular, and I was just like, you can do that? Of course, that's not mentioning, you know, the strategies and the strategies that come with team building and, like, timing your burst skills. Next, here it is! Okay, that's the right one this time. One of the biggest things for me personally, kind of a goofy title, but this is how I chose to put it. I think Nikke is a very rewarding hyperfixation. So, in certain cases, like during both the main campaign as well as major events, there'd be like occasionally be like little callbacks or like references to things mentioned in some of the smaller parts of the game, such as the Lost Relics and the Bond stories. And it can help, and having like that prior knowledge can help you appreciate the major story parts more. I've already mentioned the like Diesel thing earlier. Before like a main story example, the picture I have on screen right now, it's from chapter 19, I think. Huron is referencing that her and the commander have met before, and the meeting she's referring to was in her Bond story. So if you read hers before this, you'll know what happened in like that whole encounter she's referring to, but like you don't really lose anything if you didn't. It's like a good balance. And up next, I think this is the last thing. There's a lot more. These are only some of the reasons I could think of. And let's be honest, when you love a piece of media for so long and so passionately, it's hard to put into words every single reason why. So yeah, there's definitely some factors I'm forgetting, but one thing I know for sure is I am going to stick with this game for a long, long time. I love these characters, this universe, this game too much. And it's been quite an honor to gush about this game for the past few hours in a semi-official manner. So yeah, that's that's all I had planned for today. So yeah, as I said, it's been an honor getting to gush about this game in a semi-official manner and get some compensation for doing so in the process, potentially. And this campaign goes for about 10 more days, I believe. So if you're watching like on the YouTube VOD or something, I'll put the link in the description if you still want to start this game through that. So yeah, 3 hours later, as always, thanks for joining. Enjoy the rest of your day. Farewell!